it's really nice to share your secrets with.
It's just like we're all connected, like we're a colony or something, because we're all so close.
Summit is a great school because they're welcoming to everybody, and you can be in classrooms with a whole bunch of different types of people.
Summit is my fourth home.
Summit is a community for me.
I like Summit because the people work hard, and I've been here since I was in kindergarten.
Summit to me is just a place where you can be yourself and everyone can come together and kind of find yourself and grow up here. And yeah.
Summit is so like diversity because there's so many cultures and so many people who you can learn stuff from.
Summit for me means that I can get advice, and all the people here are so close and we all know each other that we can be comfortable around each other and be able to talk about stuff that we wouldn't be able to talk about with other people, and it's just a good feeling.
Summit is fun.
Summit to me is just a place where I can hang out with my friends and express myself easily without judgment.
Summit? Let me see. Yes, Summit is like, it's like a place to kick it.
Really, it's not very big and everybody knows each other. You know, kind of sucks that it's closing though.
Summit is great! I like Summit because it's really cool and fun.
Summit is diverse.
I like Summit because it's cool and awesome.
Summit is very unique.
Summit is probably the most wonderful school on the entire planet.
Summit is like art.
Summit is like a family to me. Summit is a family.
My home, my everything.
Every student, every teacher, administrator, together making a safe community for everybody. It's our own little world, I guess.
For me, Summit is like a second home. It's like different from other schools.
Summit is great.
Summit is like a second home.
Summit to me is like just sort of my personal home, I guess, and it's where I can come and see all my friends and just have fun.
Summit is a safe community.
Summit to me is love and community.
Summit is a very special and unique school.
Summit is my family, and it'll always be my family.
With Summit, it's just open arms with you being yourself and everything. It just makes me feel wonderful.
To me, Summit is unique. It's just different, not in a bad way, but we're very close, kind of.
Summit is like a family. It's like community. We're all close bunched up and together and stuff, and I don't know, it's just a big old family.
Summit to me is like a second home.
To me, Summit is fun because there's always something fun new every day, and it's just a good, fun time.
Summit is a wonderful place. Summit to me is my home, like my family. They're my structure. The school, the teachers, everyone here, they've been everything.
At my other school, it's like a prison. It was Hawthorne. And I came here and I blend in like coffee.
Goodbye to all the kids at Summit.
Bye, everyone.
Summit.
I'm 9.
When I think about the core values of Summit K-12 and our mission statement in the world, the 4 founding principles of social justice, multi-age configurations in our community, in our classroom, the arts, and experiential learning. And those were ideas that were on a proposal in 1976. And those principles came to be. It's easy. All you need is 300 multi-age, multiracial students of diverse backgrounds, 30 or more completely dedicated staff, 1 undersized, dilapidated building with no gym, no auditorium or lunchroom, a few vocal prima donnas, a belief in freedom and responsibility, a good sense of humor, and a taste for the bizarre. And you too can have a school like Summit. And so we really started with nothing. It was a very humble beginning with a lot of spirit, a lot of dedication, and love. Great deal of love. Each classroom would have students of a variety of ages. For example, an upper school class might be offered to students grade 7 through 12, 5 grade age span, a multi-age throughout primary, K, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, all the way through the curriculum. And we never went away from a multi-aged focus. And the philosophy being that the real world works that way. You're around elders, you're around youngers, and that's how we naturally learn. Another thing we valued, the arts, that the arts are not exclusive, that they are for all people, visual arts, theater, dance. Everyone, if you signed up, if you showed interest, you were allowed to participate. That was just part of our core curriculum, that the arts, in fact, and experiential learning are for all people. Social justice. Summit is social justice. When you think about the fact that anyone could come to our school, because we were an all-city draw, those school buses went everywhere. And this was a big piece of how to desegregate. And one of my favorite things about Summit is, to me, it's like somebody took a truck, drove around the city of Seattle, picked up every kind of person they could possibly imagine and said, hey, come with me. Let's spend the day together.
Summit is like a family to me.
Summit is a family.
Summit is family and friendship. my home and everything.
It's just like we're all connected, like we're a colony or something because we're all so close.
Every student, every teacher, administrator, together making a safe community for everybody. It's our own little world, I guess.
Here, I am not afraid to go up to any teacher and ask them a question that I didn't understand in class or talk to them about my everyday life.
Everyone here is so nice, and it feels so much more like a family than a school.
When you think about family, sitting in this room, in my classroom now, there are children here whose parents met at Summit High School, and now their child is at Summit.
My mom went here for high school. My dad went here for like part of middle school and high school, I think.
Like, for me, it's really awesome because I have a twin.
My mom's old boyfriend was a Summiteer. He went through here for all his years, and my dad's old girlfriend went here for high school.
Well, my two sisters go to Summit right now, and that's it. But they've been here for a really long time, and my mom used to take me when I was a little baby to their classrooms. That's my little baby sister, and she's 3 months old.
And her daughters went here, and one of them currently still goes here. I go here, and my dad's old girlfriend's brother went here and was in my class that I am in now.
My mom, Kathy Smullian, taught at Summit for many, many, many years.
There was a time when I think there were at least 15 staff members who had children or even grandchildren who attended, and that's the ultimate trust and faith and confidence that you have in a school.
And yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of right now.
It's also a cross-age place. You know, there wasn't, I think of the traditional now middle schools, you know, not all families had all their children that struck the same 3-year period all along. This cross-age was a wonderful family. It, honestly, I have to say, I never had trouble with a high schooler and in an elementary primary. They just rose to the occasion of being big brother or sister.
When I was little, it was like I was looking up to the bigger kids, and both my older brothers went here, so they were, when I was in elementary, one was in middle school, one was in high school, and I remember always wanting to be the older kid, and now I am the older kid.
I guess we just carry our heads a little bit higher, you know, because we know that we're role models for them.
So you really have to be aware of what you say and do, because there's little people looking up to you all the time.
My mom works here, and it's different because if you get in trouble or don't turn in your homework, the teacher will go straight to my mom.
Staff did an outstanding job of walking that line of being consistent and fair, but yet being responsive to each child.
I've grown up with my teachers, so they actually will, talk to my parents when I do something wrong or if I'm doing something well.
Here, I'm comfortable with all the people because I've known them for so long. I'm comfortable with the teachers because I know them, and I know that they know what I can be, what I can do.
Kids knew that we liked them, and it makes a big difference for kids who, someone may know their name, but they may not think teacher really likes who they are.
I don't know, it's just a big old family.
I think the other thing that is, as a K-12, which is so unique in this day and age, and especially as a public school, to have that community of little ones and middle schoolers and high schoolers really created an exciting atmosphere. You'll meet somebody in kindergarten and still know them in high school and after.
I would have friends, and then, new people would come, and I'd be friends with them, and by the time that my old friends left, I'd be really good friends with the new people, and it was just kind of like an ongoing cycle.
I'm friends with seniors, I'm friends with little kids, and friends with teachers.
I remember hearing from so many kids who left Summit to go to other schools to find racial barriers or social barriers that were so rigid. And they said, well, at Summit they could be They could talk to anyone, and they interacted with everyone.
Other larger high schools or middle schools, even elementary, it's like it gets very cliquey. Here, there's been such support to be who you are and to have friends of all races, class systems, different backgrounds.
In Summit, you know everyone, like you can go around and say hi to everyone, and it doesn't matter if you know them or not because they're pretty much just your family.
Summit is very unique.
Summit is like art.
Through the arts, you are demonstrating, visual literacy. There's so many modalities of learning. You've got kinesthetic learners, visual learners, auditory learners. You didn't have to be privileged in order to buy art supplies, that everyone had equal access.
Like, we really don't have any money. Like, these wheels were going to be thrown away.
They were in the machine dumpster. We wheeled them over in a hand truck, one by one, my students and I. And they just needed a new motor.
And Karen's turned it into an art program that's taught, hundreds of students how to create art and how to express themselves through art.
I like touching the clay, and I think it helps students really focus, and there's a tactile identification with centering and sitting and working. It helps them with the rest of their day and the rest of their focus, and allows the rest of their work to infiltrate.
And it was a great way to try to take something that might look foreign and distant and different, and to make it part of their own creative process and their own understanding of how artistic expression can help them in problem solving.
It really works in terms of the mentorship that can be created in this kind of environment.
Just about everybody that's worked in my studios is a former Summit student.
You look at these kids who are very confident because they're learning public speaking. They're performing an audience. It's not just confined to the schoolhouse.
Once I stopped singing, everybody kind of I didn't hear nothing for a second, so I was like, did I do bad? And then after that, I kind of everybody started clapping, and then I was like, whoa, I guess I can sing. And ever since then, I've been in 3 musicals, and it's just been great.
There's so much encouragement here, from teachers that you've known your whole life. They're saying, you can try anything you want to and just go up there and do it.
Musicals are stressful. Let me tell you that right now.
Hi. At a different school, I would not have put myself out there. And I wouldn't have gotten a lead and been able to act and do things that I want to do.
I don't know any other school who teaches steel drum.
Yeah, we play different drums, and they all have different sounds that come out.
There's the cellos.
They keep the melody.
Got 3 pans in them.
Yeah, the tenor bass. It's the one with the 4 bass. It's a very good bass, but I can't remember what the notes are.
There's also the 6 bass.
And it's got 6 bands instead of 4.
Hardest thing is the chromatic run. You have to remember all the
Yeah,
notes.
that's really hard.
And then it's very tough just to figure out where they are. And then then you forget your notes, then you just stop, then you play the rest of the song.
Play music, hang out.
Happy I got to be a part of something as amazing as the Steel Drum and Summit.
I did.
I like Summit because it's really cool and fun.
Summit is fun.
Summit is diverse.
I like Summit because it's cool and awesome.
Summit is great.
Summit is like a net, and there's all of these fibers that get laid down very organically over the years. And that net is your touchstone. That is your stability. And when you have that much confidence and that much foundation, then it's safe to take risks, to try new things.
For me, Summit is a place where I can learn how to do anything I want.
The field trips were incredible because a lot of parents went, a lot of teachers went along with the kids, so it was really a group experience.
The whole K-12 would go to Orcas, to Camp Workila at Orcas Island.
We went river rafting, and it was really fun. We had to take on a lot of responsibilities of like setting up our tents and cooking our own food.
And like we can go to the beaver pond for science to learn about the beavers, not just sit and read about beavers and stuff.
Group of people, we decided to all go to Maui and everything for a marine biology trip.
Literally in the first couple seconds that I was in the water, I got stung by a jellyfish.
I heard something and it turns out that there was a cockroach in my bed.
Everyone wanted to make sure that I was okay. I had plenty of people offer to pee on it. And
I wanted to scream, but it was really early, so I screamed into the pillow.
Definitely my favorite memory just because everybody came together and made sure I was okay.
I like this school, you know what I'm saying? It's a good environment, you know what I'm saying? It's real comfortable. You know, we play basketball, chill.
Summit values fitness and health. In most schools, it's very limited to competitive sports. There were a lot of physical activities, but they weren't competitive. Swimming's fun, but it's also really about water safety. It's a survival skill. We know the brain research of right brain, left brain. We know that students who score high on tests have musical background. It's not just simply repeating back through rote what you learned.
I'm starting Taekwondo. It's new to me. It's very fun, but at first when you start, you don't know exactly what to do. You're sort of scared. We do karate, but we never hit each other.
It was a plan that they'd throw down the red carpet so the basketball team can go down and like walk down it, kind of like a Hollywood kind of thing. And like the whole basketball team on our way to state the day we were leaving, we just walk down it and just high-fived all the other students. We made it to state. It was like a big deal. We haven't been there in 13 years, and all of a sudden, this is our final year. Our school left, and we finally make it. All right. It felt great. So that was one of the best games I've ever seen on TV or been a part of, and it felt good to be there.
Summit is great!
Nowadays, they're talking about doing things that we were doing back in the late 80s, early 90s, and we didn't do them as a big whoop-de-doo, let's get a grant to do this. It was, we're doing it because it's right for kids.
We picked kids up after they failed, after they stumbled, helped them get their heads back right, and then took them on to graduate.
It's not a packaged kind of success that kids go away with from here. It's a personal, passion-based, love of learning-based success.
That's what Summit's about, is just taking what you have and creating a good, welcoming, warm environment.
20 years from now, I think our Summit students today will still be thinking back on the wonderful moments and the friendships and the support that they had at the school. It's a shame that there won't be any more of them.
It's been a great honor to know Summit for such a long time. I never knew that it was going to close down like this so early. Next year is going to be pretty much a really new year for me.
The loss is going to be felt on a lot of different levels.
I'm sad about it closing. I won't be able to visit my teachers next year. They're all going to be everywhere.
Summit is my family, and it'll always be my family.
Hopefully the spirit will continue.
Love Summit forever.
As to when you're supposed to go bum bum, ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-dum, bum, be-de, bum bum, ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da-dum. Ian, you're not doing it right. Everybody's messing it up a little bit. So on Thursday we'll practice that. What happens, guys, when you don't get it right, then the people aren't sure exactly how to come into the mind. All right? Does anybody have any questions about it?
Today is rainy day recess.
Oh.
Today is rainy day recess.
Okay, so listen please. I know a lot of you have to go to your next class, and you're free to do that, but if anybody wants to stick around and maybe talk with Carolyn and the film crew, I think that might be helpful to make some comments.